Hello, everyone. It's me, Mrs. Cubbage. It's Friday, but we're not gonna exactly cook because you see where I am, right? We're gonna do something actually pretty cool that I did a couple of weeks ago, and I started something here that I want you to see, and I'm gonna fill it in a little bit more, and then we'll talk about it. Cooking Fun with Mrs. Cubbage is sponsored by Vibrant Souls Health and Wellness. You can find them on Instagram or you can email them at vibrantsouls@gmail.com. Cooking Fun with Mrs. Cubbage begins right now. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. Uh, this is Cooking Fun. If this is your first time with us, welcome aboard. We aren't, though, going to cook today. I'm so sorry. I know we are smack dab in the middle of the holiday season. And with it being the first Friday, of December, I thought that it would actually be kind of cool to show you um, something that I did for the Advent season. Now, there are many uh, religions that follow the Advent calendar, and the place that I work for, they actually have an Advent event, and we do it right before Thanksgiving, and I am actually in charge of helping people make Advent wreaths, and they're actually fresh, fresh pine, all different types of pine. People are so wonderful in this area. They will donate the pine off of their trees. Please forgive me. I've been doing this for over 10 years and I still don't know the names of the pine. Like there's so many different types of pine. Like for instance, this pine. This is probably the typical pine that you would see for a Christmas tree, right? Also, there's this beautiful pine that actually has some little berries in it. They're kind of like little blueberries. Um, some people will donate holly bushes, which is amazing. And people come and they enjoy a service, and then they'll come out to me and I'll help them get their Advent wreaths together, and we'll put everything together. There's actually a book that you can follow along with. If you don't know what to do, like if this is your first time or if it isn't your first time doing the Advent wreath and you just want to follow along, you certainly could still take the information. But I do want to show you right here, and I'm gonna move this down so you can see. Now, isn't that amazing? And so I wanted to fill in some of my empty spots because I was going to do this while you watched, but again, this is the holiday season and people are really running around and don't have a whole lot of time uh, to watch a lot of things right now. So I opted to almost finish it, but I wanted you to see some of the technique of what I do. So the first thing I would tell somebody is there's a green floral ring underneath, and what you should do is build from the sides up. Now, oftentimes what people will do is they'll come over and they'll stick it in and say, "Oh, Mrs. Cubbage," and they'll stick it straight up like this. You don't want to do that. You don't want to stick it up like that because I'm going to show you something. This is what you're going to stick in there. Yes, you're actually going to use there you go. You can actually see. You're actually going to use real candles, 4 white ones, and then if you by chance have maybe a blue or purple one, you could sit that in the middle. But that's why you don't want to build it up too high, because it really could be a fire hazard at your house, and that is not something that you want to deal with over the holiday season, right? So I suggest to start from the sides and build it up. Now, you're still going to see the top of the floral ring, right? And what you do is, I'll show you, give you a little hint. I like to take some of this type of pine. I have to find some of the longer pieces here. Here you go. Some of this type of pine, because it's a little looser than the regular pine that you would use from a Christmas tree. And since it kind of drapes over a little bit, I drape it over towards the middle. Now and I do that all around the edges. What you do want to do, though, especially if you are going to actually use it during Advent, you want to put your candle pieces, here, I'll take that out so you could see. You want to put these candle holder pieces in first. You want to put those in first, then you build, and then you could put your candles in. However, one of the kids, I'm assuming it was one of the kids, but then again, maybe not. I often like to build it like this, and it's a little bit wild. But I noticed I'm going to say somebody, they actually cut it and made it more, a little less wild. I guess that's the best way to say it. And I thought that would be absolutely lovely to do. So they just kind of made sure that there weren't crazy pieces standing up and sticking out. And it looked great. It looked great. So I decided that this time I'm going to do the same thing. So you can kind of watch me trim it. All right. And let me tell you, once you get a fresh pine wreath in your home, oh my goodness, especially if you don't have a real tree and you deal with an artificial tree over the Christmas holiday, oh my goodness, it smells amazing. And it's so much fun to do an event like this, because we have a lot of different what we call station leaders, and somebody's making dog treats. So if you have a pet, if you have a puppy, you have a dog, they have a little treat for the holidays also. There's things for the kids to make, besides trying to make a wreath. Now, people do often let their children make the wreaths, because they know that I'll be keeping an eye out, but oftentimes, I do I give the children the go ahead to go a certain way, but I absolutely will not change their wreath, however they want to make it. And, I just tell mom, oh, this is, mom or dad, whoever's coming to check on the wreath progress. I say, oh boy, mom, we worked really, really hard on this, but you just want to make sure that maybe this one isn't the one we want to use the candles on, that kind of thing. So here is the finished product. What do you think? You put the 4 candles in for the holiday season, and for Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, you could put a really large one in the middle, light all 5, and there's different prayers and things that you could recite, and it's absolutely beautiful. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm just going to clear up some of this mess. Make sure you like this video, and give me the thumbs up. Click that thumbs up for me. Share and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And make sure you join us tomorrow for our live show. We're just going to have a good old time just enjoying ourselves and enjoying the holiday season. So thank you so much, and make sure that you're being kind and that you are showing love and that you are just enjoying this holiday season. So thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you again really soon. All right. Take care of yourself. Bye.